Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So, what do you do when a wrench is thrown into your plans? Do you throw your hands up in the air? Do you go with the flow? Do you pivot and make other plans? Do you just stay home and be grumpy? Like, how do you handle that? So, I'm going to give you a very quick rundown of my afternoon. I took out the big red sled, which is the '69 Buick Electra convertible. And I was going to the east end of town, and I left Paradise, and it was a beautiful sunny day. And I thought I'll keep the top up because I'm going to take the highway out and be faster. But I forgot that the highway was closed because they're doing cleanup. So I had to go through town. It took me a bit longer, no big deal. Got to the other end of the city and to my girlfriend's house, and her sister came out, and the two of us, I put the top down, and the two of us went to put the boot on. And so we put the boot on, and I thought, no, I forgot a step because I haven't done this in 10 months. So we took the boot off. I had to thread it in, one side of it in, and then we put it back on. No big deal. Realized one of my back windows wasn't going down, so that's something else I have to look at. And then so I just put the two back windows up. I didn't care. My girlfriend got in. Two of us went off to the beach. As we're just before we started to leave, it started to peck rain, which I just went into denial. She kept telling me it was raining. I just kept pretending that it wasn't. Anyway, as we got closer to the beach, the rain would stop and start, and we got to the beach. It was blocked. So we said, okay, well, let's go to like Flat Rock, which is another community just down the road. So as we're going towards Flat Rock, almost immediately it starts to rain like harder and harder. And it wasn't like pouring rain, but it was like raining hard sprinkles. So I said, okay, we'll stop. We'll put the top up. So we pulled into a side street. We stopped. We put the top up. The guy went by, backed up. We had a conversation because of Mazda Z28. We had a chuckle, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he went on. We got back in the car. We thought, okay, the rain had stopped again now that we had the top up. So we thought, we'll go back by the beach in case people had left. So we went back to the beach. And some cars left, but not a lot. So we decided we'd go to the lookout and look out over the beach and the ocean. And it's beautiful up there. Very windy, but beautiful. So we go up there, and we're sitting there in the car talking for about 10 minutes. And I suddenly went, I have to undo the battery if I'm going to leave the car for any length of time. Like, I can't go in somewhere for 2 hours and come out because the battery would be dead. It drains for some reason. We don't know why. Anyway, but it was only 10 minutes. I turned the key, nothing, dead, nada. So it was like, we ended up calling CAA. In the meantime, I was texting another friend who may have gone out with me that afternoon. I said, you're lucky you didn't go out. It rained. The battery's dead. She said, do you want us to come up with cables? I said, no, it's fine, thanks. Amanda had gone to, there were 8 other cars there. Amanda had gone to every car. Nobody carries cables anymore. And normally I have them in the trunk, but I guess we took them out for the winter and I hadn't checked to make sure they were back. So anyway, so we're sitting there waiting for CA to come. And they said it'd be about 60 to 90 minutes. Very good. After about half an hour, I thought, I must check just out of curiosity and see if the battery charged. Because I had taken off the cable. And sure enough, when I put the connection back on, I turned the car on, no problem. So we decided that we were just going to go back through Tour Bay because I could go a bit faster if we went out through the next community over, Logie Bay, which I love. It's a beautiful drive there too. But I needed to make sure that the battery was nice and charged, and I couldn't go on the highway. So as we're doing that, we passed my friend and her husband, they're both friends, who were coming up the hill, I guess, on their way out, and to make sure we were okay. It was just really funny. Anyway, so then I drop my friend off, and I drive around town and eventually, come back home and put her away. But the entire afternoon just went sideways. And all I could do was laugh because what are you going to do, right? So we just kept going with our plans. We pivoted where we where we wanted to pivot. Didn't seem to matter. Things kept just going wrong. And it was just really, really funny. But it got me thinking about how many times something like so minor throws a wrench in your day and you just throw your hands up and you scream or you do whatever, right? And really, the day went so much, it just goes so much smoother if you're laughing through it, because what are you going to do, right? You just, mental note, put the cables in the trunk, right? Like that kind of stuff. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you because it just struck me as funny. And it did strike me as a learning, reminder for myself on to not sweat the small stuff, right? Just go with it. That's my music for the day. Have a great one, everyone.